when people began vanishing into thin air near a haunted volcano. Only their clothes left behind. The world called Professor Shonku, but deep inside the burning crater, he would face a creature of a living fire, and only one invention could stop it. Today's story: Professor Shonku's expedition to the volcano. The story begins with the brilliant and ever-curious scientist Professor Shonku, whose name had already become legendary among scholars and explorers alike. But one quiet evening in his laboratory, surrounded by human machines and half-finished invention, he received an urgent message from Japan. The message spoke of a terrifying mystery. People living near a remote volcano had reported strange attacks at night. Witnesses described a glowing creature, its body flickering like molten lava, a strange blend of yellowish and orange hue. Entire groups had disappeared without a trace. The Japanese authorities were baffled, and in desperation, they turned to the one man who had solved mysteries others could even understand: Professor Shonku. Without wasting a moment, Shonku prepared for the journey. His loyal assistant and close friend, San insisted on accompanying him. But San was not just a helper, but a brave and intelligent companion who had stood beside Shonku in many dangerous adventures. Together, they boarded a flight, carrying with them not only scientific tools but also courage and curiosity. As they arrived in Japan, they were greeted by a team of worried officials. The air in the region near the volcano felt tense and heavy, as though the land itself was afraid. Villagers refused to go out after sunset. Shops closed early, and whispers of the volcano monster echoed everywhere. Some believed it was a spirit of nature angered by human activity, while others thought it was a creature from the depths of the earth. Shonku, however, did not believe in fear. He believed in facts. He and Sanchin began their investigation immediately. They visited the site of the latest disappearance. The ground was cold, yet there were no burn marks on nearby objects. It was as if heat had been controlled, directed, and more strangely, all that remained of the victims were the clothes, lying untouched. No blood, no struggle, no footprints. That's impossible, Sanchin whispered. Nothing is impossible, Shonku replied calmly, adjusting his spectacles. Only unexplained. That night, they decided to observe the area themselves. The sky was dark, and the volcano loomed in the distance, glowing faintly like a sleeping giant. The silence was unsettling. Even the wind seemed to have stopped. As they walked carefully along a narrow path, something strange happened. A couple appeared ahead of them, walking hand in hand. Suddenly, without warning, a flash of orange light erupted. In a split second, the couple vanished. Completely gone. Their clothes dropped on the ground, as if the bodies inside had simply dissolved. Sanchin frozen ever. Did you see that? He said, his voice trembling. Shonku's eyes narrowed. Yes, and now we know it's not just a creature. It's something far more dangerous. Back in their temporary lab, Shonku began analyzing the clues, the heat signatures, the strange energy bursts, and the disappearance pattern all pointed to one conclusion. This was not an ordinary monster. It was something that could manipulate thermal energy at an extreme level. Sanchin watched as Shonku worked tirelessly, scribbling equations and testing samples. Hours passed, then days. Finally, Shonku looked up with a determined expression. I found a way to stop it, he said. From a locked case, he revealed his latest invention, the ice gun. Unlike anything seen before, this device could instantly freeze any object by releasing an ultra-cold energy beam, far colder than natural ice. It was the perfect counter to a heat-based entity. But reaching the creature would be naughty. The Japanese army provided them with specially designed heat-resistant suits, advanced protective gear capable of withstanding extreme volcanic temperatures. Even with such protection, the mission was incredibly risky. Are you ready? Shonku asked. Sanchin nodded, though fear was evident in his eyes. With you always. They chose to enter the volcano at night, based on their observation that the creature became active after dark. The journey toward the volcano was intense. The ground trembled beneath their feet, and the air grew hotter with every step. The glow from the crater lit up the sky like a fiery halo. As they descended into the volcano, the heat became almost unbearable. Even though their suits, streams of molten lava flowed around them, and the walls pulsed with energy. Then they heard it. A deep rumbling roar echoed through the cavern. From the shadows emerged the creature, the Volcano King. It was massive, towering over them, its body glowing like liquid fire. Its yellow iron skin shifted constantly, as if made of living magma. Its eyes burned like twin suns, filled with fury. Sanchin stepped back instinctively. It's a live fire. The creature roared again and charged toward them, sending waves of heat crashing through the air. Stay behind me, Shonku shouted. He raised the ice gun and fired. A beam of intense blue light shot forward, clashing with the creature's fiery body. Steam exploded into the air as heat met cold. The creature screamed, a sound that shook the entire volcano. But it didn't stop. It attacked again, faster and more aggressive. Lava burst from the ground as it moved, trying to trap them. Shonku and Sanchin dodged, moving carefully across the unstable terrain. The battle was intense, a clash between fire and ice, science and raw power. Shonku, it's too strong, Sanchin cried. Not strong enough, Shonku replied calmly, though sweat rolled down his face. He adjusted the ice gun, increasing its power. This ends now. As the creature lunged forward, Shonku fired a continuous beam, aiming directly at its core. The blue energy surrounded the monster, slowly freezing its molten body. The creature struggled, roaring in rage, but the ice spread rapidly. Piece by piece, the fiery king turned into a massive frozen statue and then sighed. The volcano stopped shaking. The heat began to settle. Sanchin stirred in disbelief. We did it! Shonku lowered the ice gun, his expression calm but satisfied. Nature can be dangerous, he said softly, but with knowledge, we can protect ourselves and restore balance. They carefully made their way out of the volcano as dawn approached. The sky turned golden, and for the first time in days, the villagers felt safe. News of their victory spread quickly. Professor Shonku once again proved that courage and intelligence could overcome even the most terrifying mysteries. As they prepared to leave Japan, Sanchin looked back at the now quiet volcano. Do you think it's really over? He asked. Shonku smiled slightly. In science, nothing is ever truly over, but for now, the world is safe. And with that, the two adventurers set off for their next journey, ready to face whatever mystery awaited them next.